Hello and welcome to Knit All the Yarn podcast. I'm Lisa and I'm coming to you from Michigan. This is Stash Tales episode 4, April 2025. Today is April 29th, 2025. This is my series where I show you everything I made in the month, and we'll talk about numbers, grams in and grams out. Yeah, and also insert DuckTales theme song right here. I can't put it in the video because I'll probably get, flagged, but yeah, so insert DuckTales theme song. So yeah, it's the end of the month. I have a lot to show you guys. I will not be sharing patterns. This is like strictly what the item is, colorway, and grams out or in. Yeah. In the show notes, I have everything wrote down for you. I haven't looked back at the video. I feel like the format is a little wonky because I type everything in Word and I do a copy and paste situation for my show notes. And when I do that, it's uneven. I don't know if it is on your end. I need to go back and watch an episode and look at the show notes to see if they're weird. If they are, I'm sorry. I try, but I don't like to do editing. So yeah. So everything should be down there for you. If you're curious, I will also share the number of skeins in my stash, what I started out with April and what I ended with, and I'll have grams in and out for the year also. Yeah, I think that's it. I got coffee in my knitting Jedi mug, peppermint mocha creamer. This basket right here is all of the yarn I've purchased so far for the year. Now, if it doesn't look like a lot, I've used some of this already. I'm putting full skeins in there. I'm not putting mini sets. Well, maybe one mini set. I don't know. We'll see. But my basket's kind of full, so I need to work on that. But yes, I'm allowing myself, if there's something in there I want to knit, I will. I'm not going to save it for a whole year and then knit it. That is my look how much yarn you have, you don't need any more yarn type of basket. Also, the shelves are like that too. Okay, let's get started. First, I'll show you my basket. It's pretty full. And then first, we're going to show you the socks. I went crazy this month, man, with the socks. I did not have a big project. Usually I try to have a big project, but I did not. I guess my big project was socks. Look at that. That's 9 pairs of socks, I believe. That's crazy. So yeah. 9. So I guess I have 10 FOs. And then my blanket. It's not finished, but look at all those. Alright. I like showing my big stack of socks before we get started. Also, I'm not putting those on sock blockers because it'll take forever. Okay, first on the list, I finished my gnome. It's so cute. I know this is Imagine Landscapes. And then I just used some scraps. This was 6 grams. I'm counting it. I stuffed him with yarn, so that's what made him a little bit thicker. But yeah, 6 grams. That was my gnome for April. I'll set him right there. All right, and then finished socks. I have my, I'm looking at my show notes down here if you're wondering. When I finish something, I write it down and put the grams in. So we're gonna show finished objects with yarn coming in and out of my stash. Just gonna go back and forth. So this was Pretty Twisted Yarns. Orange is the New Black. This was a sock set with 2 minis. And this was 64 grams. And then more socks. These are Knitpicks Felici in Yipes stripes. And the heels I did Knitpicks Felici Brittle. And these were 67 grams out of my stash. I have my windows open because it's hot. Oh, I am on fire. I am really, really hot. So that's another reason I'm not wearing any knitwear, because whew. I like woke up and it was like 70 and I'm like, what is going on? Well, the temperature is going to drop like after lunch. So it's probably the wind is blowing in a cold front or something. All right, and then some yarn came into my stash. For spoiler, I believe in mermaids. That was the Yarn of the Month Club for Freckled Whimsy for April. I already knit it. So that's go me. And this was the last Halloween club. Oh, I really, really, really want to knit this. Called Jeepers Creepers. So over the summer, I need to knit the rest of these Halloween clubs. I don't know how many I have. I got 4 total here, and I feel like 4, 5, 6. Do I have 6? 7? I think I got 7. I think I've only knit 3 of them, so yeah, I need to get with it. But this was the last one. My lighting is not very good today. In the summer / spring, the time I record, the sun is out, and I don't have good lighting in the summer. So this blue is not a good, I mean, it's probably better there. It's a bright blue. So these two were 250 grams into my stash. These are 25 gram minis with 100 grams. And now we're back to socks. I love these. I love these so much. These are Night Owl Fibers. Hermione Granger. The heels and toes I did in Lemonade Shop. I don't know what the colorway was. I think it was Sweater Weather. Something sweater. Rhinebeck sweater. Something like that. And these were 68 grams. Oh, I got these. These are for me. I'm keeping these. Sorry if this episode is boring. It's all socks this time. These are Knitpicks Felici Cactus Flower. Yep. 67 grams. And I did the heels in Knitpicks Stroll Dove Heather. I got these two. And then, oh, these are fun. These are bright and shittery. Oh, look at these. So this is Muststash yarn in Candy Corn. And the heels are the same color as these. I had some extra. So that's Orange is the New Black. I decided, I'm like, ooh, that's a good color for those heels because it has black, orange, and yellow in it. I just did the heels so I could save that for other scrappy socks. And these were 62 grams. And then now we're at the point of the video where I did a very bad thing. Moonglow Yarn Co. posted extra advents for 2024, last year's, and I bought it. I saw everybody's and I'm like, why didn't I get that advent? I was so bummed, the FOMO, and I'm like, we're doing it. So this was a purchase I was not planning on. So I feel like I did pretty good, minus this. Now it's in wrapping, so it's gonna crinkle. They are not individually wrapped, but I am gonna be doing some scrappy socks with these. So it just came in these little packages. So I have some plans with these. So there's 24 colors. And she did like, there's dark and light. So you can put all the darks together, you do all the lights together. So I might be doing some rainbow socks, and then I'll just, you know, do some random colors. Oops. And this is 75/25 base. Superwash merino nylon. Well, it says 100 grams. That, I don't know why it says 100 grams, but maybe that's just the sticker she used for her main skeins. But so yeah, I'm excited to, sorry if that's really loud. I am excited to cake those up and have fun with colorful socks. And that was 480 grams in my stash. So later on, if I didn't buy that calendar, I would have been in the negative for the year, or for the month, but I'm not. Spoiler. It's okay. All right, and then, oh, and then more yarn came in. I couldn't resist. I knew I was gonna get this. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with it. I'm conflicted. I know she is doing, this is Ruby and Roses. I know she's doing a blanket along where I think she's doing the Sweet Shop blanket. But she said you can do any blanket. She's doing it along. Part of me is like, I collect all of these and I can have so many scrappy socks. So I don't know. These are all 10 gram minis. There's 15 of them. She's doing one bunch a month. And part of me is like, well, if I don't, and these sold so fast. I think like within 2 hours they were gone, and I'm like, oh no, I don't know if I can. What happens if I can't get one? And I'm doing a blanket, and then for some odd reason they sell out before I can get one. Then what am I gonna do? So I don't know, maybe I'll just collect them and then maybe next year do something with them. I don't know. Yeah, so that's the thing that worries me a little, is because this is not a subscription. She lists them and you buy them. So if you miss one, she doesn't repeat these. If you really want to do a blanket with all of them and you can't get a month because they sell out, I don't know. It makes me nervous, so I'm not sure. I have not started. I'm tempted by the Sweet Shop blanket. I don't know. But yeah, 15 10 gram minis. So that is 150 grams. Oh, I don't know what wool wash she uses, but it's nothing I've never smelled before. It's very like musky. It smells like a dude. I don't know. All right. And then we're back to socks. More Felici. I believe this one and this color were in that basket because these are new colors. So this one is in the shop or on their website. This is Country Roads Knitpicks Felici. I just used bare yarn for the heels, and these were 67 grams. I really love these ones. And then more yarn came in my stash. I also plan on getting this. I got, this is March's. I already ordered April's. I am planning on probably buying this for the whole year because it's Taylor Swift yarn. I have to, right? And I don't buy a lot of variegated yarn. This is Sewrella. I don't know if it's still, if her listing is still up for April's. But April's is, color is Hits Different. Oh, I love that song. This one is Invisible String. Another classic. But yeah. And Sewrella has, I've looked at her yarn before. I love all of her colors, but she did not have a 75-25 base 4-ply. And when she started this club, she brought up that base in, and it's good. I can't describe to you what it reminds me of. It's thicker than Muststash, I believe. I don't know. She must get her base from somewhere else, but it's nice. So I need to cast these on soon. It's kind of gold, so it's kind of like, woo. So this is 100 grams into my stash. And I think that's it for in. I have a gift yarn, but we'll talk about that later. Oh, that. And this is a mystery club, so you don't know what you're getting. So if you like really hate certain colors, I don't like surprises, I don't suggest getting this, but I don't mind surprises. And if it has Taylor Swift songs, I don't care. It could be all black and I'll still buy it. I don't think anybody would do that though for a mystery club and just dye a solid black color and send it out to everybody. They probably would not be in business for very long. Anyway, back to, oh, we're gonna talk about Jelly Roll Blanket now. And then we have a whole bunch of socks at the end. So my Jelly Roll Blanket, I finished 2. I had 2 strips done last month, so I finished 2 for April. This is all Knitpicks Felici scraps. This is the Jelly Roll Blanket by Kate Jones. I know I said I wasn't going to say patterns, but here we are. Now, I think, guys, I think I'm going to put my blankets in hibernation. I've been thinking about this week. I'm just like, I don't want to work on my blankets. It's too hot. I mean, this isn't that big, but it's getting pretty big. So I think this might be the last time you see this blanket for a little bit. Yeah, it's just too hot to work on this. This is all fingering weight, and I did 110 grams. I think it's about 55 grams, 56 grams per strip, panel, whatever you want to call it. Because this one was 111 grams. This one was 110 for 2. So somewhere around there. But yeah, I think it's time. I don't know how everybody can work on their blankets in the summertime. I just can't. I need better air conditioning, I think. I think that's what I need. Even like working on them in the mornings, they don't I could maybe possibly do that, but it's just like, ugh. I don't know, something about having a blanket on me in the summer. No way. So there we are. I'll move my little marker so when I put it away, I was gonna think, I think in my last regular episode on Monday, if you already watched it, I said, well, maybe I'll just do one strip. No, I don't even think I have it in me. So we're just gonna put them in hibernation. Sorry, blanket. Another reason I hate summer. I can't work on my blankets. I love my blankets. So yeah, I need better air conditioning. I think that's what it is. All right, I said 111 grams or 110 grams. Now the rest are socks. Oh, these are mine too. I think out of all the socks I made, I think I'm keeping 2. The Felici ones, I'm gonna let my kids see if they want them. And then the rest are, yeah, the rest are gifts. But these are mine, I'm keeping these. Oh. This is the Freckled Whimsy Yarn of the Month Club that I showed, the tag. I Believe in Mermaids. Came with the mini set. I hope Freckled Whimsy does this more often with the contrast color not being in the repeat. Oh, it's good. It made it a lot easier for planning the heels and toes and stuff. These were 65 grams. And these were the pair I'm like, all right, once I finish these, I can record my Stash Tales episode. But I think I finished these on Friday. I think I have it written down, but when it was the 26th, whatever the 26th was that Friday or Saturday? I don't know. Anyway, these are Freckled Whimsy. This is Hogwarts Library. This was a old Spells and Things colorway from March 2023, I believe. Oh, that's good. This is a 12-stripe repeat. These were 60 grams. These are a gift. And then yesterday, I was able to squeak out one more pair. Yeah. Let's see. I think I finished those pairs Saturday. I finished the first sock of these on Saturday also. And then Sunday and Monday, I finished the other sock. Scrappy Opal socks. This is the Purple Circle Yarn Co. Opal Advent from last year. Days 9 through 16. So I did 8 colors. I kind of just mismatched them. I did the toes and the cuffs in the same color. But then the rest I just moved them around. So these were 62 grams. Got these. So that's all of my grams out, or grams in. All of my projects, that's what I'm trying to say. I do have some gift yarn. Now, the gift yarn, I add it, if it is a full skein, I'll add it to my inventory for full skeins. If it's a mini set, I don't add it. If it's a gift. Now, my advent calendar, I did add that in my grams in, not my inventory. My inventory is just full skeins. I haven't figured out a good way to count scraps, to keep track of it, because I have like, I think 3 or 4 of these buckets here are all scraps, and I have some downstairs. I have more buckets over there that have scraps, so I don't know how to count my scraps. But when I knit a Scrappy project, I just count grams out. When I knit I'll just say Felici here. When I knit Felici, I minus grams out, and I also minus full skeins out of my inventory, if that makes sense. I have spreadsheets that I'm keeping track of all of this, Google spreadsheets, and on my Instagram, I show you the layout. My husband made these. I love spreadsheets, but I cannot make them very well. So my husband made me these spreadsheets for keeping track of all of these things. So if you hop over on my Instagram, I have a highlight that is saved on my profile for grams out, and you can see the layout, and hopefully you can, if you're good with spreadsheets, you can do the maths, but I don't know how to do it. I'm sorry. But Amy from Happy Little Yarn sent me some yarn. She's like, you need this colorway, and I'm like, no, or I know, but I already bought so much yarn the past 2 months. It's like, I gotta chill. And she's like, I'm buying it for you. So I'm like, thank you. So this is Muststash yarn. Get lucky. It is like, if I remember right, there's like rainbow stripes and then a thick green stripe. And then we have a rainbow and green, rainbow and green. If I remember right. I know I saw it on the email. And I'm like, that yarn is me. This is me. So we had 100 grams added in the stash. I am not going to put that in the bucket because this was not purchased by me. I don't know if I should put these in there. Should I put these in the bucket? I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I don't know. We'll see. See if I knit some more Felici. All right, grand totals. Are you ready for some numbers? I'm gonna spew a whole bunch of numbers at you. All right. Number of skeins in my stash. I did pretty good this month compared to last month. Yes. Last month I added 18. So April 1st, I had 264 full skeins in my stash. And at the end of April, I have 254, so I went down 10 skeins, so that's pretty good. Also, I'm not counting this as one. I'm counting each 50 gram as one. So when I finish a pair of Felici socks, I minus 2 out of my stash. I don't know why I do that, but it's just easier for my brain. So I did good there. All right, now we're going to do the grams in and out for April. I did better than last month, but it was still not so good. But like I said, if I didn't buy that advent calendar, I would have been fine. So grams in, 855. So yeah, if you minus 840 from that, or 480, I mean. 480 from that, that's only 400 something. It's only like 4 skeins. Anyway, grams out, 698. So I am positive 157 grams in for April. Not bad. Not bad. That's 3 Felici skeins. Or a skein and a half. That's not that bad. Last month I was positive 460, so I'm counting that as a win. For the year, my number went down a smidge. Still in the negative, but it went down a little bit. So I gotta be good for May. Grams in for the year. Ooh, this hurts. This is April already. What am I doing? 2,905. I don't feel like I've bought that much. I mean, I bought a lot of Felici. Maybe it was the Felici. Anyway. And that's about 29 skeins. I take that number and divide it by 100, so we have like a smaller number to like, okay, I can picture 29 skeins. I cannot picture 2,905 grams. So about 29 grams added to my stash so far this year. Grams out, 4,418. That's about 44 skeins out of my stash. So the whole goal of this project, I am not like putting myself on a, like, absolutely you cannot buy any yarn for the whole year, because that's not going to happen. I like to use more than I bring in. That is the goal. There are some months that's not going to happen, like the past 2 months, but the first 2 months were good. Probably I did not have a very large project this month, but I did knit a lot of socks, so we'll see. I don't have any plans for big projects in May or in the summer. I think I'm just going to keep knitting the socks. But anyway, so I am at a negative 1,513 grams. That's my net. So I am still in the negative. Last month it was 1,600, I believe. Yeah. So I went down about 100 grams. So I want to keep that number in the negative if I can. We will see. I have been purchasing a few advents. I do not have them in my stash. They're not here yet. I have a couple in July. I have, I think, one in a Christmas one. So I have a feeling when those come in, I don't know. It's not looking too good, but I'm gonna keep going. I think the past 2 years I was doing very, very well with using my stash. So I feel like maybe this year I just need to do a little building. Just a little building. We'll see. Yeah, I think that's it. I hope you're all doing well. Are you guys keeping track of your stash? I feel like this is a little extreme. Not a lot of people do this with numbers, but I like to have a bucket and put all the yarn in there that I've purchased. So then if I feel like buying yarn, I'll go up here and look at what I have and say, do I really need it? But it's hard when you have clubs and they usually don't come back. It's hard when there's clubs, and there's hard when there's advents. So yeah, so let me know if you're keeping track and how you're doing. If you're not doing well, it's fine. It's okay. I feel like by July, I'm not going to be good with my numbers. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Who knows what's going to happen? I don't know if there's anything else. I forgot to mention that you can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as 72 Stitches. Should have said that in the beginning. Oops. I'm always a little, with these special episodes, like, I know I'm going to forget to say something. The DuckTales song, I knew about that for like 3 months. That's the reason why we called it Stash Tales, and I kept forgetting to mention that. That was the inspiration for the Stash Tales name. It's okay. All right, I will let you go. I hope you are all doing well. Like, subscribe, and ring the bell if you want to be notified when I have Stash Tale episodes. Usually they are towards the end of the month. And they're usually random. They could be Thursdays, Tuesdays, or Wednesdays. Or Fridays. Who knows? Yeah. So I will see you in the next episode. Or I'll see you next month for May Stash Tales. Bye.